start rising steps. It'll be a handful today. Green Bay Packers. Get it, Mike. Now.
Still fans making their way through the turnstiles. They'll be just in time to get the start of this game. This graffiti will features with me and partner we have a previous score for us. We're not really like this. We'll see how he does once the game begins, Peter. But first, let's go to the quarantine. Let's get the signal, and we're set. Picks it, and we are underway. Down fish in the end zone for a touchdown. The Vikings offense takes the field, and they will start at their own 20-yard line. Fourth down coming up. Back in time on this one. Big loss. That's a great defensive play. Let's watch. It's all about pursuing your man, Gary. That's his second tackle so far. Dennis lines up the punt out of the 3-and-out. Takes the snap and punts it away. Fields the punt for 32. For 34. One to work with back there. Special team squad made sure he couldn't respond to that really nice punt. The Packers get their offense on the field and will start this drive at their 34-yard line.
Zeroing in on his man despite the coverage. It's all about accuracy in that situation.
Either one, a nice pickup to get them into a second and short situation.
A great play and now they have a bunch of options on where to try next.
Second down and one to go. Picks up the first down.
First down is next. First and 10.
Gets the man onto this pass. Back to 23. That will bring up first down. First down, tight end to the left. And will bring up third down. Fourth down, and the field goal unit is on the field. Ryan Longo gets the field goal, but watch how close the ball gets to the upright. Man, a few more inches and he has made the hard wheel, not the way he would have wanted to. Ryan Longo. There's the signal, and we're ready. Caldwell proves a beauty here. Moore decides to take it out of the end zone. Down it, but he needed to make it to the 20, which may affect his Christmas gift from his special team song. Vikings stalling early last drive, and we'll have to wait and see what happens here at their own 15-yard line. Picks up a yard on the play, and that will bring up second down. 50 with the tackle. Second down, 3 wideouts in the game. Wow, now that is one confidence you need. A well-designed play there, Peter, and they remove the chain. Right execution. And that brings up second down. Third down with a split back. Great blocking up front. A big gain on third, and they will easily move the chain. Perfect stall for the situation, and no trouble in getting the first. Robinson goes in motion. On the play. What a nice pickup to get them into a second and short situation. A great play, and that way a bunch of options on what the play is. Look at those stats. That's the definition of a standout move. First down with the tight end, White. They couldn't connect on this one. Incomplete.
Al Harris shadowed the slant route back there and kept the receiver from making the catch. Incomplete pass.
That had potential for some yards, Peter, but the defense was on top of it and shut it down.
Good denial there.
Second down coming up.
The receivers line up as the defense settles into a neutral package.
Number 34. Two, and that brings up second down.
Unblocked and nails into the ground. The O-line should be embarrassed. Watch this. Oh, sacks don't get much easier than that.
They forced that one backwards, and that's going to make this third down that much harder.
Yeah, they also make it easier on themselves by wrapping up all of the potential short-line plays into the face.
Third and long.
Oh, let's watch this. Five wide out versus a D that is wrongly loaded up on DB.
Incomplete. That will bring up fourth down.
Al Harris got both eyes on the short out on that one and caused the incomplete pass.
The defense forces fourth down, and even if they had to play the pass,
It's so little short. You have to run those routes farther in that situation.
puts it from 47 yards out. Misses this one to the right.
Visibly unhappy with himself after missing this long field goal. Watch this. Well, he'll want to redeem himself after that. Plus, he's getting coach trusting with another long one next time.
The Packers send their offense out on the field and will start this drive for 48 yards. Ferguson is in motion.
Typical back. 6'3", 317. This running back comes with all the fixings. He can peek out defenders, spin out tackles, and even run some over. It seemed like the defense read that one from the beginning, and they forced it to continue all the way. Beautiful play by the deep coordinator. Every fourth down. Takes the long snap and puts it away. To 28. Keenan Allen got swarmed by the kicking team before he got very far. And this punt pretty much goes unanswered.
Vikings and their last drive stall out at the end. We'll see if they can keep momentum throughout this one, which starts on 28-yard line. This one will fall incomplete.
Chance at return. Number 50.
That receiver back there like a puppy playing with a chew toy, Dan. And he rightly got slapped with defensive pass interference. Here's the contender. Oh, it's the Vikings. 31 yards.
Culpepper draws a beauty to the right side. And it's not reeled in. Incomplete.
And he lost. Would have had some room on the outside on that play if only he had made the catch. Incomplete.
That would have been a big play and a big first down, Peter. They just don't think up.
Good call, maybe next time, maybe.
Second down, 2 wideouts on the field.
Perfectly, zeroing in on his man despite the coverage. You know, it's all about accuracy in that situation.
They move the ball, and that'll bring up third down. Williams goes in motion. It'll be fourth down.
Big loss. I don't know what happened to the protection. It's gotta work. You know, Dan, it's all about focus and persistence. He was not going to let that quarterback get that man out of the ball.
That'll be his first sack of the game.
Look at last year's stats. That's a lot of
Emmett gets the ball and punts it away. Fields for 14. For 27.
Return for two there, but look at that gigantic punt. It was like carrying a single page out of War and Peace. It doesn't make much of a dent.
Packers still early last drive, and we'll have to wait and see what happens here. They'll start at the own 37-yard line. The Vikings are going to try and capitalize on the interception. They'll start this drive at the 45-yard line. Opening up the hole for the Dolphins. You know, what a nice pickup to get them into a second and short situation.
It's a great play. Now they have a bunch of options on what to try next.
Picks up the first down. First down, 1 man back.
the most of it. And he screwed that guy so bad, I can smell the chalk dust.
Another great catch, and Peter, he's been working that right side of the field with good success.
Yeah, it looks like he's found a weakness, and he's going to exploit it. 2nd and 2.
Fine saucer goes in motion. Second down.
I'm afraid of this guy.
Nice second down call, and they will move the chain.
On offense, it was always a plus to avoid third down altogether, just like that.
Incomplete. There's the extra point, and Davenport fields it all the way back up the field.
Able to find some weak spots in the defense. Got a good run back off that kick.
The Packers have had some trouble moving the ball recently. We'll see what they do on this drive as they start at the 31-yard line.
Nice watch this. It looks like 3 was all they needed.
The defensive design worked flawlessly, and the rest is spot the ball well behind the ears and the back
Flipping. Number 58, defense. The Vikings offense takes the field, and they have had some big running plays. We'll see if another one is in the works. We start at their own 37-yard line. Second down from the shotgun. And that'll do it for quarter number one. The Vikings are out in front, 7-3. He's up about 4 on the play with the tackle. Second down, two receivers for the back. Rushes him behind the line at the 43.
Hannibal Mavies was a one-man wrecking crew back there. He powered into the backfield and made the tackle.
Another tackle, and he's starting to come up the tackle.
He is dominating there. So far, he's got 5 tackles. Wow, look at this. Seeing this place all around the sideline.
First down and 5 wide receivers take the field. It's intercepted. No one in front of him. And it's down to 36.
Alvarez has a monster play for the D. He picks off the ball here and then takes it downfield for a huge gain. Man, you cannot coach that.
Well, that was a heads-up play to come away with his first interception of the game.
Yeah, you gotta love D like that.
The Packers haven't got much out of their offense recently, and we'll see if they can get back on track here. This drive begins at their 36-yard line.
Nice gain in this quarter. Looking to eat up the yardage here.
Either one a nice pickup to get them into a second and short situation.
A great play, and now they have a bunch of options on what to try next. first down. First down, Packers. First down for the Orange from 10. Incomplete. Brian Williams with the defense. Brett Wallace is really struggling out there today. As you can see all the numbers, it's all bad. But now he's got 39 yards and 1 interception. Second and 10. Anderson is in motion. For a first down. Brett Favre makes a terrific completion in double coverage here. Wow, now that is one confident QB. A well-designed play there, Peter, and he removed the chain. Great execution. Wow, look at last year's stats. Talk about a great season. Second down, tight end to the left. And is well past the markers for a first down. Final driver fights for every inch of turf he can get. Watch here as he makes the catch. Right there, and then he runs for a few more. Classic overachiever, not unlike myself. Potential for some nice yards, but the defense plays it tough. That would bring up second down. Brett Favre goes right past the coverage and into his receiver's hands. Nice throw. Peter, that's his first touchdown pass of the game. How do his stats look? Well, so far, he's got 87 yards and 1 touchdown. Coach Potato, you should be watching this game from the sideline. It's good. Turnovers are the most telling stat in the NFL. Delvin Moore got out close to the 20 on that one, so the decision to take it out of the end zone didn't really pay off, but it didn't really hurt me. The Vikings were intercepted last time out. We'll see what happens here. We'll start at their own 23-yard line. throws a bullet to the flat, and it's off his fingertips, incomplete.
Randy Moss tried for the catch, but it glanced off his fingers. You know, it was pretty close, but unless you secrete glue through your pores, you're going to need a better grip on that pass.
Second down with the tight end right. Always back to the food, Peter. Can't you think of anything else?
Oh, let me see. No, I think
Great job fighting for that first down. He didn't waste any time.
well, just because the doesn't mean that the rest of the way, he's a new competitor.
Bennett gets the ball and searches for a hole. Stopped at the 36.
Okay, go. Second and 8.
After being shut out the entire first quarter. This is a bit of a slow start for him.
People see the ball more and more as the game goes on.
First down, goes right out to the right. Throws a bullet to the flat, and it's tipped. Incomplete.
Mike McKenzie put himself in prime position to battle away that football before the receiver even had a shot at it.
Check out those interceptions over his career. What a ball!
Fox goes in motion. Him from the ball. Incomplete.
Dante Culpepper rotating the double coverage, and luckily has it fall incomplete.
That would have gotten the first, but it's incomplete, and it will be third down.
Third and 10.
Fourth down, 10.
Mitch Barnett targeted the ball carrier early on that play and pounded him out of bounds for a loss. Terrific job.
That's his third tackle of the game. Bennett gets ready to punt this away. Bennett takes the long snap, punts it away. The Packers let this one bounce out of the end zone for a touchdown. The Packers offense takes the field and they will start out at their own 20-yard line. Goes in motion. It'll be second down.
Great presence of mind is trying to the football there.
Well, that's their second interception of the game, and Stingy is appearing to be the model for their defense.
Either that or give me the ball.
The Vikings offense has stalled late in their drives the past few times now. We'll see if they can finally score as they start this one at the 35-yard line. She's up about 4 on the play.
Second and 6. Ball at the 31.
Runs into traffic. Takes him down back at the 34.
Ryan Diggs was a one-man wrecking crew back there. He powered into the backfield and made the tackle.
They forced that one backwards, and that's going to make this third down that much harder.
And also make it easier on themselves by racking up all of the potential safety of the play when they press. Okay, Coach, I think two defenders on this one. What a throw! It's worth a second look. That's what you call confidence. Throwing into double coverage like that, what accuracy to boot.
What a pass, and he is generating some great numbers.
Oh, absolutely, Dan. So far, he's got 154 yards and 1 touchdown.
Wiggins goes in motion. The receiver and forces him to drop the ball. Incomplete.
And then the leader, 128. He's the cover.
At the 14. Fourth down and less than a yard. 126 yards.
Let's see it again. There's many of those in this area.
Interesting information up on the screen.
Oh, you bet. Well, there's the drive results, and the thing I want to talk about is how close this game is. When the score is like it is, one single mistake can change the whole game. They need to be careful here. Roger Davenport took it out of the end zone, and well, it may have been a little risky. He gets out close to the 20, so it all comes down to the wash in that case.
And Packers will start this drive at their own 23-yard line. And had potential for some yards, Peter, but the defense was on top of it and shut it down.
Good denial there.
Second down coming up. Second down, both tight ends left. completion with relative ease.
Beautiful call by the D coordinator.
It'll be fourth down. Kemp lines up the punt after the 29. Puts it away. The 31. At the 32.
Howard didn't have much room to work with back there. The special team squad made sure he couldn't respond to that really nice punt.
The Vikings bring their offense on the field and will start this drive at their 32-yard line. Incomplete.
Michael Kensington couldn't have read that play any better if it was tattooed on the inside of his helmet.
A nice defensive play will give him the second batted ball of the game.
Great read. 32-yard line.
Number 31. Incomplete.
Now Harry disrupted. He got in there and smacked that pass away. Great deep.
That is their fourth batted ball. Tell you, we've seen a number of good defensive plays from this squad.
Sure have. We'll see if they can keep it up though.
Second down, 3 wideouts in the game. Sharper hits it away on the coverage. Incomplete.
Very Sharper comes off in prime position to battle that football before the receiver even had a shot at it.
They have really gotten after the ball as a team today. That is their fifth batted ball.
Nice aggressive deep. Harry and Kemp.
Campbell goes in motion. Culpepper takes it to the left sideline and it's incomplete. Bennett lines up for the punt. Bennett takes the snap and pummels this one deep.
Doesn't make much of a dent.
The Packers have had some trouble moving the ball recently. We'll see what they do on this drive as they start at their own 64-yard line. Ryder comes in motion. The catch is made well past the markers for a first down. For a gain of 10 on the play.
Well, the Flames have the football away from 3 defenders in his area. That's got to feel good.
That'll be his first catch of the game after being shut out the entire first quarter. Picks up the first down. First down with 2 tight ends to the right. out a very manageable third and short play here, but they couldn't sync up on that one.
That's a tough play.
Forces an incompletion. That was a good call by the defensive coordinator. That's the key to that situation. Now they'll bring up first down. It's running this away. That's the pass and keeps it away. Fair catches it at the 11.
Fair catch interference. Number 28.
You just can't do that.
The Vikings had a 3-and-out last time. We'll see what they can do here. They'll start at their own 27-yard line. First down.
I'm not sure. I mean, the game's been out of bounds, but by then the damage was done. He can get another 20 yards on that.
That will be his fourth tackle. He's hitting hard out there in the secondary.
Well, he's making him think twice before going his direction. As you can see, he's up over the 60 mark. He's staying right there.
It's tipped. Incomplete.
Pass interference. Number 23.
Too much on that one. Let him run it with a flag for pass interference.
First down, 10 yards to go.
Running at the 46-yard line. Might have let it. Had blockers on his side on that last play, but the defense was too smart. They gave him nowhere to go.
Second and 8.
They move the ball, and that'll bring up third down.
Third and 3.
Mark Roman came in, got a hand on that football, and he left no chance for a reception.
Another batted ball. They have been attacking the pass every chance they get.
Right, Dan. Well, why should you defend the pass when you can obliterate it?
Bennett gets ready to punt this away. Bennett gets the ball and aims this one out of bounds. This will fly out of bounds at the 15.
Aaron Bennett did a good job angling the punt out of bounds, so the offense will start off stuck inside the 20.
The Packers could take the lead before halftime as their offense will start at their own 16-yard line. Green goes for about 5.
the marker. There was some gain there, but not enough for the win.
He now has 5 tackles in the game. Third down, just a single receiver on the field. Nothing but lean and react. Peter, which is what all defenders are about.
Great concentration of man one. Everyone step it up and throw it strong.
Hands up the top after the 20.
It's impressive the way he can make the right choices to keep the run back going.
The Vikings get great field position, and again, they'll start this one at the 46-yard line.
Jr. does a nice job picking off the pass there. He's got it, and he gets a little more with that nice little run back.
Boy, that was a heads-up play to come away with his first interception of the game.
Yeah, you gotta love D like that.
The Packers offense takes the field with the clock at 30. Second down with a split back. Green catches it. Packers will take a timeout. That's their second. Incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Davis came in and got a hand on that football, and he left a chance for a reception.
It seemed like the defense read that one from the beginning, and they pushed the incompletion with relative ease.
Beautiful play by the deep coordinator.
Every fourth down. Lines up for the punt. What will be a first? Fair catches it at the 18. So that'll bring the first half of football to a close as the club heads to the locker room all time. And now let's send you in our studios in Bristol for the ESPN halftime report. Over.
Welcome, everybody, to our ESPN Halftime Report. I'm Chris Berman. Now let's take a look at the halftime stats. And boy, look at the difference in rushing yards. The Vikings should be way ahead on the scoreboard, but somehow they've let their opponents hang with it. See if they can change things in the second half. Let's get started on this one early in the first quarter. Rick Clark was find his target on this one. That set up a 34-yard field goal. The Packers get the first points of the game and go up by 3. The Vikings early in the first. Dante Culpepper would drop back and deliver a strike on this one. A 19-yard play that set up a Viking field goal, but they couldn't connect. The Packers towards the end of the first quarter. Packers winning by 3. Antoine Winfield was in the right place at the right time. His interception was a possible momentum shifter. The Vikings still late in the first. Randy Moss did his part by getting himself open on this one. A 9-yard touchdown for the Vikings. Vikes winning 7-3. Al Harris shows some great awareness here as he gets himself in a position to pick this one off. The Packers after a tough goal line stand. The Packers with the ball at the 17-yard line. Rick Clark connected with his man on this one. A 16-yard touchdown for the Packers. The Vikes later on in the second quarter. Vikes losing by 3. Dante Culpepper would find his target on this one. The Packers on defense. Ryan Russell would come up with a big play to kill a drive, but he was able to step in front of a wayward pass for an INT. Packers leading 10-7. Dante Culpepper would drop back and deliver a strike on this one. That set up a 27-yard field goal. So the Vikings tie it up 10-all. The Packers middle of the second. Brett Favre connected with his man on this one. The Vikes late into the second quarter. Game tied 10-all. Randy Moss found a soft spot defense and it worked to his advantage. The Vikes have it again. Wall come up with a big play to kill a drive, but was able to step in front of a wayward pass for an INT. And that's where we'll leave this one. Vikes are keeping it even up. We're tied 10-all. Today's halftime hero has turned in an incredible performance thus far. Randy Moss has played like a man possessed. So that'll do it from here. Let's send you back out there to Dan Stevens and Peter O'Keefe. Dan?
Thanks, Chris. And today's game has been presented in ESPN Game Sound. Designed and developed in collaboration with Dolby, the leader in surround sound technology. The Packers get the ball first to start the second half, and they will have a chance to break the deadlock. It's all tied up here. Let's get down to the field and the action. Kicks it off to begin the second half. Davenport here's the second half kickoff at the 27. Let's go down to Susie Culver, who has an update for us. Susie?
Thanks, Dan. Head coach Mike Sherman took a moment to speak with me and said they've got to avoid throwing any more interceptions. He thinks they need to establish a rhythm. And his practice and provide better pass protection to the quarterback. I think it's look to the passing game in this one.
His fourth tackle, he's hitting hard out there in the secondary. Third down, empty backfield. It looks like, we've had an injury down there this year. And as soon as we get through, we'll be sure to get information. The Vikings start this drive already in field goal position, and they're going to line up at the 26-yard line.
and 6.
Right on the money, Peter. He is just a fantastic passer.
It's easy to complete a pass when there's only one guy covering the receiver.
Again, a nice medium pass. He's been concentrating on it.
It's a nice run. After some good yards, but it's not so far out that you're not able to control the situation.
Fires this one over the middle, and it's knocked away from the receiver, incomplete.
Mike McKenzie had superb coverage on that play. No wonder it was incomplete.
The defense stood up to that play and shuts down what would be a minimal gain anyway. It'll be second down.
He's getting the ball there.
I'm glad he finally nabbed one because he had a string of missed catches before this.
The quarterback obviously didn't lose faith in him that game because he kept throwing it his way. 9 pass carries. He put it up 20.
Incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Darren Sharko put himself into the perfect position to tip the ball incomplete. That's what I call pass protection, Dan. He gave the receiver no chance to get to the ball. That's textbook coverage. Oh, perfect.
That's his third batted ball. And he is doing his part, that is for sure.
Nice to see aggressive be like that, man.
Fourth down, and the field goal unit is on the field. With a 21-yard the ref gets the signal and we're set. Vulpix this one deep. Davenport decides to take it out of the end zone.
Close to the 20 on that one, so his decision to take it out of the end zone didn't really pay off. It didn't really hurt him either. Look at all those INTs. They can't sit well with their head coach.
Forward for 7. Walker had to leave the field earlier in the game, and now Susie Calder has a report.
Thank you, Dan. I just talked to the trainer, and it looks like he's in a lot of abdominal pain. They're tending to him right now. They fully expect him to get back into this one.
And then he proceeds to lay a lot more than a finger on it.
Well, he's all 10 and then some.
That'll be his first sack of the game. That is their fourth batted ball. The Vikings offense takes the field, and they are already halfway there. They'll start at the 36-yard line. Then
Holds the motion. It's intercepted. No one in front of him. And he's going all the way. Nobody can stop him, man. I hope his mom's got the VCR going. The touchdown was his for the taking, Peter. Good individual effort. Yeah, and great teamwork, too. Tim Collins holding. Right after, and it's good. There's the signal, and we're ready. Conwell booms up beauty here. Moore decides to take it out. They had some running room from the end zone that gets planted before he gets to the play. The Vikings stalled early last drive, and we'll have to wait and see what happens here. They'll start at their own 16-yard line. However, just rifles this one, and it falls incomplete. With the deflection. Incredible catch. A lot of short completions like that today, Peter, where they get stopped right soon after the catch. Yeah, you can't make anything happen after the catch. Those short ones are useless. Well, check out the passing performance here. Talk about yards. Fires this one over the middle, and they can't connect. Incomplete. And you lost. Guaranteed touchdown. Look at the receiver. You have to carry your weight and make the play. Look how much more comfortable than that one. Another ball comes his way, and another incompletion. Come up blank so many times in a row is, well, it's got to be demoralizing for a player. Absolutely. But you got to fight through the slump and grab them to get rid of them. Second down. 29. Hannibal Navy dismantled that play by bringing down the quarterback for a loss of yardage. Nice job eliminating any forward progress on that play. That will bring up a third and long. Defenders on his tail. I'll tell you, I was not expecting that pass at all. I wonder if he goes to something. Yeah, Peter, I think you could argue that throw probably should never have been made. It was very risky, but it did work out. It's all about strength, focus, and believing in your teammates. Beautiful pickup, Peter. Everyone on the offense is going to get out there. And it will be a first down. Tries to look right side. First and goal. Reels it in, and then makes the junior Leo took all the yards he's backing on. Beautiful catch, Peter. He's now got 153 yards on 9 catches. Over there, 150 plus receiving yards. He's been making plays all day long. Big play coming up. Strong runner in the backfield and a great receiver on the line.
Across the line and maybe picks up one on the play.
Michael Bennett so close to his blockers, but the play folded quicker than an over-caffeinated origami artist.
Not a lot of room. Second down. Goes in motion.
Got a good run back off that kick.
The Packers haven't got much out of their offense recently, and we'll see if they can get back on track here. This drive begins at the lone 25-yard line. Ends up 4 yards, and that will bring up second down. Second down, 2 wideouts on the field. It will be first down.
Solid driver, a great drive on that play, making both a catch and a nice run afterwards.
What a big play on third down, Peter. His run after the catch is what made the play work.
Yeah, Dan, you have to fight for those yards in that situation, and that's exactly what he did. Our cover report is continuing. And his man off the field with a great defensive effort back there. He got a few yards, but not the first.
That's his second tackle so far. Second down for the Eye. Green.
guaranteed for a reception, though.
That is their fourth batted ball. We've seen a number of good defensive plays from this squad.
It sure has. Let's see if they can keep it up, though.
Caught and not fight for more yards.
You can't place that. That touchdown puts a little more distance between them, Peter.
Well, they've got a little breathing room now. We'll have to see if they can hold on to it. To attempt the extra point.
It's good. There's the signal, and we're ready. Brings up Judy here. Oh, decides to take it out. The 16.
They had some running room from the end zone to planted before he gets to the 20.
The Vikings bring their offense on the field and will start this drive at their own 16-yard line. Gains about 3 yards.
They're in circle with the tackle.
Second down, 2 tight ends in the game. Him to toss the ball incomplete.
Okay, Culpepper might have had a completion there if his man had been open, but with two guys in the zone, it's way too risky.
That may be a bigger incompletion than it looks.
You're right there. A shorter third down is an easier third down.
Instead, they will stay put and have to take another shot. Culpepper sends it to the right side and it's tipped. Incomplete.
Pass interference. Number 34.
Let him know for the flags to pass to the field.
Bennett catches it in the first down with the tight end right. And the catch is made for a gain of a couple.
Randy Moss, rookie's lone defenders at school on that last play, making the catch with relative ease.
They've stuck with short passes like that, Peter.
Well, they know the receiver can pick up a few after the catch. They're getting the wiggle room they need. Well, those are some impressive numbers. Look at those receiving yards.
And gains about 3 yards.
Third and 5. It's complete. Over the markers, however, that will bring up fourth down.
Mike Hawthorne just planted the ball carrier in the turf short of the markers. But the only thing that's going to grow there is the beat in the line.
That's his second tackle so far. Bennett lines up for the punt. Bennett takes the snap and punts it away. For 14.
Seeing the champions needed the ball, and although he was dropped pretty quickly, that terrible kick gives him some good field position.
The Packers have a long field ahead of them and start this drive back at their own 14-yard line. First spot and cheers up about 4 on the play.
Second and 5.
Green takes it off the top. For 25. That will bring up first down.
First down, Packers. Boy, they get some good yards out of this one, Dan, and they do it a number of good ways. Good blocking, good downfield blocking, and a Mickey run to boot. Nice play.
Nice second down call, and they will move the chain.
On offense, it was always a plus to a first down on just like that.
First down, 3 yards on the ground. The completion is good for 6.
Brett Favre threaded the ball back there to his man right past all that traffic. Good job.
Another short pass and another completion. He's really got the short passing game working today.
Just working and down.
Green gets the top 6. First down.
Chad Clifton is the reason that last play was successful. He opened up a huge hole for the ball carrier, allowing him to gain some valuable yards.
They have really gotten after the ball as a team today. That is their 5th batted ball.
Nice aggressive.
Second down, 10 yards to go.
So far, great anticipation of the pass.
Ready to push this in. Push it away. The 24. Stop at the 25.
Didn't get very far running that ball back, but on the bright side, the kick was pretty lackluster, so his offense gets pretty good field position anyway.
The Vikings had their last drive stall out at the end. We'll see if they can keep momentum throughout this one, which starts at their own 25-yard line. Throws a bullet to the flat, and it is not reeled in. Incomplete.
Mike McKenzie broke up a quick outside pass on that last play by reading it perfectly. No catch, incomplete.
The defense stood up to that play and touched down what would be a minimal gain anyway. In the second down. distance. He's going to keep his wits about him here and make a smart play. The ball's loose, but now he gains control. Good reflexes to recover from that bad play. Third and 7. Robinson goes in motion. Incomplete. It'll be fourth down. He got a hand on that football. He left no chance for a reception.
Another batted ball. They have been attacking the pass every chance they get.
Right, Dan. You know, well, simply defend the pass when you've been obliterated.
Bennett lines up to punt after the 3 and out. Bennett gets the ball and pummels this one deep.
Return for a few there, but look at that gigantic bump. It was like carrying a single page on a rolling piece. It doesn't make much of a dent.
The Packers offense will start this drive at their 32-yard line. Another ball comes his way and another incompletion. Come up blank so many times in a row. Well, it's got to be demoralizing for a player.
Absolutely. But you got to fight through the sweat and grab when you get rolling.
Another short pass, and he likes that area of the field so far.
And why not? He's been successful.
It will be first down.
Solid driver, all by himself, and he'll take advantage of it. Easy catch.
I'm sure he's glad to finally make a completion, considering he's already dropped 2 today. And that'll do it for the third quarter. The Packers are out in front, 24-16. Moves forward for 7.
Chris Claiborne with the back. On group hit to the blockers like a kick-me sign as he runs the football.
Well, that's a pretty good description, but I'll tell you, it works. And the play works, too, as it surges across the line for a big game.
It's all about using the blockers game to work. He knows the catch.
Moves the ball, and it will be second down. Bring up third down. Not much there. They can get another shot on third and short. Third down, 3 wideouts in the game. They convert on third down.
The driver had a defender close by, but was able to bring down the catch.
Another short catch, and that's where they've been utilizing him today.
The short routes have been open, and the defense strong. Pick up the yard back to the top. That's where the receiver can aim the first.
for that last play. If it wasn't for them, that play would have changed.
A decent play, and they'll now face third and short.
That's the key, John. Make third down easy and you can get what you want.
They just need to convert.
We'll see what they
Defensive side of the ball today and getting some nice numbers out of it.
So far, he's got 9 tackles.
Lines up for the pass. That's the snap and kicks what will be a short one. Fair catches it at the 14. The Vikings are backed up yet again, and they will start this drive at their own 15-yard line. On first down, second down, one man back. Incomplete.
Mike McKenzie was in perfect position for the hook back there. He caused the incompletion.
On second down, they tried for the first, but it's played well by the defense. That will bring up third down.
Nice pressure that time.
Knocked away from the receiver, incomplete.
Mike McKenzie was shadowing very closely. Closer looking for passes incomplete.
It seemed like the defense read that one from the beginning, and they forced the incompletion with relative ease.
Beautiful call by the deep coordinator.
It'll be fourth down. Bennett lines up into his own territory to cover the way. Bennett takes the snap and pummels this one deep.
It was like killing a single face on a rolling piece. It doesn't make much of a difference.
The Packers offense has scored late in their drives the past few times down. We'll see if they can finally score. That will bring up first down.
Long Green finds the hole on this one and gains some good yardage. Wow, great blocking on that play.
Nice run, Peter, and he's putting together some very nice stats.
Definitely. Up to now, he's got 119 yards on 30 carries. Oh, look at those numbers. That's how to get it done on the ground. Number 22 with the gunner. Second and 10.
Third down, tight end to the left.
are always calling his name. What a hitting machine in the secondary.
Definitely proved his worth out there.
First down, and the field goal unit is on the field. Conwell shoots it from 49 yards out of bounds. Looks like, we've had an injury down on the field. As soon as we hear anything, we'll be sure to pass the information along too. The ref gets the signal, and we're set. Conwell pockets this one deep. Moore decides to take it out of the end zone. 20
He gets out close to the 20, so it all comes down to the wash on that play.
The Vikings have had some trouble moving the ball recently. We'll see what they do on this drive as they start at their own 21-yard line. This one, and it is not reeled in, incomplete.
Mike McKenzie's got both eyes on the short out on that one and caused the incomplete pass.
Potential for some nice yards, but the defense plays it tough. That will bring up second down.
Keeping it worried, targeted the ball carrier early and didn't even let him get back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job eliminating any forward progress on that play. That will bring up the third and long. Rifles this one hard over the middle, and it's knocked down at the line, incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Brady Jackson works quickly to back the ball away. For a guy who can use two hands in one sitting, he's got killer reflexes.
Another batted ball. They have been attacking the pass every chance they get. Fortunately, Michigan controlled the pass when you can obliterate. Bennett lines up the punt after the 3 and out. Bennett takes the long snap and pummels this one deep. Fields a deep punt after 32.
It was like tearing a single page out of War and Peace. It doesn't make much of a dent.
The Packers will start this drive at their 44-yard line.
Dan, we got him put like a team doctor. And apparently he's suffering from a food mindset. He's currently getting put down on the sideline here. And unfortunately, he seems to be in substantial pain. But the son is suffering.
Third down, just a single receiver on the field.
This playboy was a one-man wrecking crew back there. He followed into the backfield and made the tackle.
He's done his part defensively, and now he's backed up his 10th tackle. And it's all about blazing speed. Punts it away. The 14.
Didn't have much room to quit back there. Team squad made sure he couldn't respond to that really nice punt.
The Vikings haven't got much out of their offense recently, and we'll see if they can get back on track here. This drive begins at their own 13-yard line. Dennis takes this run way out left to get the 39. The 39, first down.
Gain some good yardage. Wow, great blocking on that play.
101, Peter. His numbers are adding up.
Adding up to one big number. Up to now, he's got 114 yards on 30 carries. Look at the numbers correlated on the ground. That is incredible.
No good. Incomplete.
And the loss did not make that completion, and it would have had some room on the outside had he made it.
Another ball comes his way, and another incompletion. Come up blank so many times in a row is, well, it's got to be demoralizing.
Absolutely. But you got to fight for the sloppy grab when you get rolling again.
Throws a bullet to the flat, and it falls incomplete.
McKenzie is shadowing it very closely, close enough that the pass is incomplete.
If complete, that would have made for a bit shorter third down play, but the defense had other ideas.
The anticipation of the throw is key here. It makes all the pieces fall into place.
Third down coming up.
Knock that pass down. And make sure the only one to catch the football was him.
Well, the D holds tight on third and long and forces an incompletion. That was a good call by the defensive coordinator.
It sure was. Perfect team for that situation.
And it will bring up fourth down. Fourth down, and plenty of units on the field. Gets the snap and pummels this one deep. It's a
It doesn't make much of a difference.
The Packers stalled early last drive, and we'll have to wait and see what happens here. After one, 21-yard line. Incomplete. That ball's incomplete, but it would have been a minimal gain had they completed it anyway. Third down from the shotgun. It will be first down.
Robert Ferguson has a towel on that baby. Gets yards, gets the first, and eventually gets out of bounds.
A nice gain, and they easily convert on third down.
That was a good call. great jumps on the ball. Great athlete. It's all happening down there.
The Vikings are going to try and capitalize on the interception. They'll set this drive at their own 14-yard line. Maybe a run.
Contact off the ball, they did this perfectly. Zeroing in on the player despite the coverage. You know, it's all about accuracy in that situation.
There's another example of how he's been feeding his receivers on the right side of the field. A lot of connections made there so far.
There's no reason he needs to spread it around if you connect them. Look at the yardage walk up through the air. Three defenders on this play, but still comes up with the ball. Oh, that's pure skill. You can't coach that.
With his hand is in the line today, and with good reason. He has not slacked off at all.
And he's finishing really strong, too. Second and 9. Goes in motion. Did anybody stop this guy? Nate Burleson began sneaking coverage being aware of a phenomenal catch.
That's the second long ball he's reeled in today.
One long ball is 20, but two are something to be stoked about.
Incomplete.
Davis Hunt with the back that one down at the line. Good reaction time.
Another batted ball. They have been attacking the pass every chance they get.
Right, Dan. You know, why simply defend the pass when you can obliterate it all in one? But look what happens. Incredible catch.
That's his second TD reception, and obviously the passes are coming his way when they get in the red zone.
He's taken on the role of scorer today, Dan. I gotta tell you, he's still not very much.
They're going to develop a team here.
A.J. Davenport took it out of the end zone, and while it may have been a little risky, he gets out close to the 20, so it all comes out in the wash on that play.
1st and 10, Green Bay.
Second down with his first backfield.
Green catches it in the picks up 9.
He needs to take it a few more yards after that back there. Get a fight for more.
He rears in another one today. Wonder what they put in his oatmeal this morning. Probably the passing flavor. Shoots to a first down.
Mon Green was like a murder mystery writer on that last play. Completely fooled the audience. They were thinking he was going one way, they went the other way. That's true.
Again, he gets the ball, and they have still trying to run all the way. The Vikings offense takes the field with time winding down. They'll start the 49-yard line. Now the
His decision to take it out of the end zone didn't really pay off, but it didn't really hurt him either. Hey, I like those stats. Great receiving yards.
Made for a bit shorter third down play, but not much.
Not a lot of potential on that play.
Sometimes the ball bounces your way, and sometimes it feels doesn't bring back. Territory football. Punts it away. The 28. At the 43.
Warned by the kicking team before he got very far. That next part pretty much goes unanswered.
The Vikings offense has been effective with the long passes. Will they keep it up? Well, we're going to find out as they start off at the 43-yard line. Second down. The clock is stopped at 2 minutes. Third down, 2 tight ends in the game. Fine tossing goes in motion. The second. They still find the time after the 3-and-out. Gets the snap and punts it away. The Packers start their drive of the game from well in their own territory, and the clock at 1:44.
In his neighborhood, lots. Great presence of mind at try for the football there.
And another interception for this defense, and they're making passing just about impossible so far.
Absolutely. Great reads, great jumps on the ball, great athletes. It's all happening down there.
The Vikings offense is on the field, and they can wrap up the game. They'll start at the 25-yard line. Take a timeout. That's their final one.
Second and 3. Well, that loss will bring up third down, but they can't be too worried about it. They're still eating up the clock.
3rd and 4. Oh, this is where the offense goes in slow motion. No hurry to start the play. Use up as much time as possible. There's a loss that'll bring up 4th down, Dan. While it's a big play, the clock still kicks on. Another 30 seconds to roll off the clock here.
4th down, 6 yards to go. From 38 yards out. That's his first field goal of the game, and he has generally looked pretty good.
He's doing his part, and that's what you want from the kicker.
The left gets the signal, and they're set. Kicks this one away. Davenport fields the kickoff at the 40.
Michael Davenport got waylaid by the defense before he was able to put much on the run back.
The Packers start this drive of the game from well in their own territory, and the clock at 11. Second down, the clock is stopped at 7.
Got a hand on that football and left no chance for a reception.
He records yet another batted ball. As I'll tell you, he's really playing well.
It's all about focus and persistence. He was not going to let that quarterback get that bad.
He's really gotten after the quarterback.
So far, he's got 3 tackles and 2 sacks.
And that is going to do it for this one. Vikings out on top, 34-27. For my partner, this is Dan Stevens saying goodbye until next time. All right, Kenny. Great work as always. With that, welcome everybody back to ESPN Studios for our ESPN Video Games Postgame Show. I'm Chris Berman. The Vikings stepped it up for sure, putting up some good numbers. Let's get started in this one early in the 3rd quarter. Brian Russell was in the right place at the right time, as his interception was a possible momentum shifter. The Vikes on D. Mike McKenzie shows some great awareness here as he gets himself into position to pick this one off. Touchdown for the Packers. The Vikes, after getting an interception, fights back by 4. Randy Moss came up with a big play and he was able to pull this one in. Climb back again and are now down by 1. The Packers come right back. Brett Favre would find his target on this one. A 22-yard touchdown for the Packers. Packers up 24-16. Michael Penn ran a terrific move here and was able to pull this one in. After driving 27 yards on 4 plays, Ryan Longwell would get the call for the lengthy field goal attempt. They would in fact deliver, connect on their second field goal. Spikes trailing by 11. Michael Bennett bounces this one to the outside. And it's going to get some room to maneuver out there. Robert Ferguson was definitely a key, but he was able to work it open for a big one here. Packers ahead, 27-16. Nate Burleson is going to try to stretch the field here. He's going to make them pay. The 30-yard play that set the Viking touchdown. The Vikings climb back again and are now down by 3. The Vikes, after getting an interception, ball is in midfield strike. Marcus Cuckoo-Cachoo, Mr. Robinson came up with a huge play here as they cover a lot of real estate on this one. A 49-yard touchdown for the Vikings. Packers behind by 4. DeAndre Island is reading the quarterback side all the way as he's able to get his hands on this one and pick it off. The Vikes have it off an interception. Aaron Ellis comes on for the field goal try. Good spot. This is right through the upright. A 39-yard field goal. And that's where we'll leave this one. Vikes edge out a win, 34-27. Now let's check in with our player of the game. A guy who made one big-time pass after another to help steal a win for his team. Randy Moss is standing by with our Susie Collins. Susie?
Thanks, Chris. You transcended the competition today, and you edged them out in a hard-fought game. What put you guys over the top?
Yeah, defense RGB did a great job today. They did well on cover and provided good rush support. This is really good thing for them.
Back to you, Chris.
That concludes our presentation of the NFL preseason on ESPN, celebrating its 25th anniversary as the worldwide leader in sports. I'm Chris Berman. See you next time. Hey, I'm Chris Berman. Coming up on ESPN, we'll see a man that amassed more receiving yards than anyone in the game a year ago. The second time he's done that. Talking about Pro Bowler Torrey Holt. Takes the field here. Patriots, Rams.
While the teams are out on the field getting loose, the fans are filing in and finding their seats for the game.
And my sidekick, Peter O'Keefe. Peter, both of these teams have some very talented players holding down the safety position. What do you agree? No question about it, man. Safeties are often literally the last line of defense. These are reliable athletic teams. Mace Williams is extraordinarily talented free safety. He always keeps himself totally focused on the task at hand so that he can play at his fullest capacity on every down. Warming up across the field is another tremendous football player. Robbie Harrison is clearly one of the very top strong safeties in the NFL today. He's really gifted at reading the run and getting to the backfield. That makes him invaluable to this defense. I'll tell you what, man, both these guys have potential to light it up today.
Okay, Peter, we'll see how they do once the game begins, but first, the toss of the coin. Ted? There's the signal, and we're there. away. Downs this in the end zone for a touchback. The Rams send their offense out on the field and will start this drive at their own 20-yard line. Motion to motion. Peter, once he closes his grip around you, you are not going to get free, regardless of how evasive you are.
Now with that strength, with those guns, he could probably juggle bowling balls or wide receiver for that matter.
The 24. Third down, one man down. This pass will fall harmlessly to the ground, and it's incomplete. It'll be fourth down. Lines up the punt after the 3 and out. Takes the long snap and punts it away. Brown catches it. 45.
Brown passed up a few yards on the run back there, bringing down the size of the play a little bit.
The Patriots offense takes the field, and they will start at their 45-yard line. Motion.
That's going to cost the offense a few yards. That's a great job of getting to the quarterback. Nice set.
Will be 2 losses in a row.
Great wins by the team, all right? Keep racing.
They get the first on 3rd and long.
David Patton has a guy shadowing him, but still manages to make the catch. He beats his man cold. It's all about staking the turf.
3rd and long, and they get the big play to convert. What do you think of that, Peter?
I love it. That's what football is all about, making the big plays in the nation.
Dillon takes it off the field.
Dillon didn't go very far on that last play. He even had to help with some blocking. Trying to get the defense like their number.
Not much there. It'll be 2nd down.
You think that you can get there in the third? You're hoping for more.
2nd down for the Browns. Dillon takes it upfield. Stop at the 36. Fields the short punt at the 13. Runs out of bounds at the 16.
A Fury got sandbagged before he so bad, still gave his offense a nice starting point.
Early last drive, and we'll have to at their own 16-yard line. Knocked away from the receiver.
He's got to use better judgment out there.
Potential for a quick first down, but no, they cannot hook up the pass.
You can take a shot in that situation, and it's really not going to hurt you. It's a good call.
That'll bring up second down. Clark goes in motion. A great job to move the ball and get themselves into a third and short situation. This is a critical play for this drive.
Yeah, now they can just walk forward and make the play.
Sounds easy, Peter, but we'll see if they can pull it off. Throws a ball. They convert on third down.
Not Vulpix. Nice throw there, but it might pass the defender.
A big gain on third, and they would easily move the chains.
Perfect call for the situation where both players getting the first.
First down, both tight ends right.
Look at those numbers from last year. That is impressive.
Cole goes in motion. Tips it to the left sideline, and it's tipped. Incomplete.
They got a hand on that football. He left no chance for a reception.
That had potential for some yards, Peter, but the defense was on top of it and shut it down.
Good denial there.
Second down coming up. Tries to get free. Tackled at the 45. Holding. Number 64. Offense. 10-yard penalty.
Second down. The flag here. Let's check it out and see what happens. Yep, that's offensive holding. The rest is very likely to throw that flag.
Second down and 4 wideouts in the game.
And this right here is a live ball, and for the defense, they grab it and gain possession. Heads up play.
Peter, there are many ways you can start a drive, but turnover is not one of them.
Oh, definitely not. That was a big time.
Coach Martz doesn't agree with the call, and we're going to see the red flag. This is their first challenge of the game, and even if they lose this one, they still have one challenge left.
And we've got to look at the pass itself and see whether the ball is moving forward or backward. That will tell us what happens to the call. Well, if you ask me, that's moving forward and an incomplete pass. I think they'll overrule this
After
one.
review, the play has been ruled a forward pass and therefore incomplete. St. Louis will not be charged with timeout. Third down. Flash the call
Just before he gets past the markers.
Yeah, it was like one of those action movies where the ticking bomb down to 1 second before it's defused.
Yeah, except this looks suspenseful.
You are really just all football all the time, aren't you? That's his third tackle of the game. Let down. Lines up for the cover. Let down. Takes the long snap and punts it away. Brown here's the play. At the 19.
Troy Brown had no trouble getting a few back after that very disappointing punt. Nice opportunity for this offense.
The Patriots offense will start this drive at their own 19-yard line. The toss and the 22.
Boyd Dillon, that's a big number. 6'1", 225. That's a big back who prefers to run over defenders rather than around them.
Second and 6. The Rams are going to try and capitalize on the interception. They'll start this drive at the 49-yard line. Throws a big rainbow here, and it's complete at the 23.
That's a high standard for himself. He usually makes it.
Paul decides to take it out of the end zone.
Goes to the 20 on that one, so they're looking to take it out of the end zone. Didn't really pay off, but it didn't really hurt him either.
The Patriots have had some trouble moving the ball recently. We'll see what they do on this drive as they start at their own 23-yard line.
And bunch of receivers out there. Defense is expecting that, and they're going to make it.
incomplete.
Christian Gloria was open on the outskirts there, but just couldn't make the grab. Incomplete.
Potential for a quick first down, but no, they cannot hook up the pass.
You can take a shot in that situation. It's not going to hurt you. That's a good point.
Now bring up second ball. Second down, 2 wideouts on the field.
Football before the receiver even had a shot at it.
Well, he holds on third and long and forces an incompletion. That was a good call by the defensive coordinator.
It sure was. Perfect team for that situation.
Well, lines up the punt after the corner. Well, that's the snap and punts it away. The 39.
Didn't have much room to work with back there. The special team squad made sure he couldn't respond to that really nice punt.
The Rams will start this first play of the drive at their 39-yard line.
Bruce goes in motion.
Gets it away on the coverage, incomplete.
Rodney Harrison can make it happen in the defensive backfield. 11-year man out of Western Illinois. This guy covers the ball like frosting on a cake, Dan. He takes the right angles, anticipates where the ball is going, and clamps down that secondary. Second and 10. Ball at the Rams, 33 yards.
Sends it to the right side, and it's tipped. Incomplete.
Ryan Flacco got himself in prime position to bat away that football before the receiver even got it.
That is their fourth batted ball. Tell you, we've seen a number of good defensive plays from this squad.
Sure have. We'll see if they can keep it up, though. We're going about an empty backfield, 5 receivers, and the defense is in their zone. That's right.
Bruce goes in motion. Wilson hammers the receiver and forces him to drop the ball. Incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Tyrone Poole closed in from the zone and forced the incompletion.
Glenn Deck gets ready to punt this away. Gets the ball and pummels this one deep. Brown field for deep punt at the 14. Brought back at the 16.
Troy Brown's got pinned deep by a beauty of a kid there, and by the time he looked up, there was nowhere to go.
The Patriots offense is on the field, and they have not produced well at all. They're looking for answers. They start this drive at their own 16-yard line. Goes in motion. As well, past the markers for a first down.
Troy Brown plays this one perfectly, getting himself to the right place at the right time to make the catch. The defense should be embarrassed that they let this one get away.
Yeah, Peter, they had him double covered, and they still couldn't get to the ball in time. He was just big for incredible receiver. Nothing gets in his way. And Peter, that play doesn't get Brown unless he was a very precise route.
No answer to beat his man.
Brady puts his arm in the between.
Terrible day. So far, he struggled to get 29 yards and 1 interception.
Second down, 10 yards to go. If complete, that would have made for a bit shorter third down play, but not much.
No lot of potential on that play.
It will be first down.
Deion Brady matched up well with the defense on this one, but is able to stay one step ahead for the completion. It's worth another look here. Oh yeah, the D might want to put more men on next time.
A beautiful pickup, Peter. Everyone on the offense is happy about that play.
Definitely. Great call by the offensive coordinator.
And it will be a first down. The dark right sideline and picks up 4 on the play.
Tom Brady with a pass into double coverage, but gets his man perfectly. Hey, that was one accurate throw.
They move the ball, and it will be second down. Second down for the game close to 6. Takes it off the top of the center, gets past the line, to 33. First down.
Boy, Dillon played smart and used his blockers to perfection on that last play.
A big gain on third, and they will easily make the change.
Perfect call for the situation that no trouble is on the field.
The pass is in motion. Good for a gain of 8.
Fred McQuarrie doesn't let a little thing like double coverage stop him from snagging the football.
And this was a situation, Mr. Ortiz, where we had 2 guys with about equal strength coming together.
Yeah, but one guy and one woman. Travis Fisher, a new guy in on that football, and he left no chance for a reception.
A nice throw down the field, but the defense plays it perfectly.
Boy, coverage downfield that time.
That's his first drop, and it is not often you see that from him. Fourth down, and the field goal unit is on the field. Carry with the 42-yard attempt and in the corner.
Adam Vinatieri knocks through a good-sized kick. Watch here. Nowhere close to his match, but he's obviously still very pleased to pull it off. Picking up
The ref gets the signal, and we're set. This return of the end goes for a touchback. What a kick. The Rams so early last drive, and we'll have to wait and see what happens here. They'll start at their own 20-yard line. The ball taken down.
The throw was on target. What a pass.
They move the ball, and it will be second down.
Second and 4. Here's the win. 26 yards.
The toss and picks up a couple.
With the tackle.
Third down, two receivers to the left. First goes in motion. Gain on third, and they will
Perfect call for the
They got him carried on first down, and he gains about 3 yards.
What did you get? Okay, all right. Second and 5.
Pass is overcomplete. Second down. Third down with a split back. Picks up one on the play.
Marshall Faulk used the blocking, but this stingy defense didn't give up much at all on that last play.
Not much there. It'll be second down.
Gotta take what you can get there, but they were hoping for more. Second and 8.
Bruce goes in motion.
Still not good. I don't know if it was a good effort by him or a bad one by the defense. They couldn't have both. Hard to believe that's where he worked.
He is putting up great numbers.
Got that right, man. He's now got 70 yards on 3 catches.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. Forward for 9 yards.
Second and inches. Ball at the 26 yards.
At the 23. That will bring up first down. Didn't haul that one in, and it falls incomplete.
Corey Holt didn't have anybody on him, and yet he couldn't make the catch.
Potential for a quick first down, but no, they cannot hook up the pass.
You can take a shot in that situation, and it's not going to hurt you. It's a big throw.
That'll bring up second down. Puts his arm into this one and gets back aside. He's in for the touchdown.
Very Holt takes double coverage on this play. But still comes out with the ball. Nice throw and nice catch. Let's take a look. He's covered well, but he is still able to make the catch. He's a great receiver.
That's his second TD reception, and obviously the passes are coming his way when they get in the red zone.
Well, he's taken on the role of scorer today, Gabe, and I gotta tell you, he's still that very nicely.
Here's the extra point, and there's the signal, and we're ready. Rockets this one deep. Johnson sounds this in the end zone for a touchdown. The Patriots get their offense on the field and will start this drive at their own 20-yard line. Dillon pitches it in. That's a gain of 7 on the play.
Troy Dillon had nobody on him. The quarterback shot and got the ball to him.
That's broken kind of a cold streak for him. The last 2 passes his way were incomplete.
Yeah, let's see if he stays on track.
Picks up the first down.
First down, Patriots.
No ball, incomplete.
Brady is really struggling out there today. As you can see by the numbers, all bad. Up to now, he's got 71 yards and 1 interception.
Second down, 3 wideouts in the game. That is their 4th bad and goal. Say, we've seen a number of good defensive plays from this long. If you think people are hurt, they get the first on 3rd and long.
Deion Branch is just crazy good on this play, Dan. He refuses to be intimidated by triple coverage. I would have tried to throw somewhere else, I think. But it didn't matter. He made the catch. Great job.
That time when they hit deep, Ray hits the jackpot.
Which has not been something a long game today. Let's see this completion coming to the line for us.
story. Must have been pretty lonely out there on the line, but the quarterback got him the ball and threw him up a little bit. You know, a gift basket, if you will.
Move the ball, and it will be second down. Second down, and they line up three tight ends. Williams tips it away on the coverage.
Aeneas Williams got himself in a prime position to bat away that football before the receiver even had a shot at it.
They have really gotten after the ball as a team today. That is their fifth batting ball. Complete for a first down and a whole lot more.
Tom Brady has made it past two defenders on this one. What a throw! It's worth a second look. That's what you call confidence. Throwing into double coverage like that, what accuracy to boot.
A nice game, and they easily convert on third down.
That was a good play.
He's in for the score.
Deion Branch makes the catch here with three defenders on his tail. I tell you, I was not expecting that pass at all. I wonder if he knew it was coming.
Yeah, Peter, I think you could argue that that throw probably should never have been made. It was very risky, but it did work out.
And it's all about staying focused and believing in your teammates.
Great effort to get him into the end zone, Peter.
It's good. He was good.
The ref gets the signal, and we're set. Concludes up here. Downs this in the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense takes the field, and they will start out at their own 20-yard line. And the ball is caught for a gain of 7 on the play.
Much closer. Well, perfect cross back there. You know, I had a better shot at it than the defense did. Hey, I'm up here in the booth.
That's another pass that went pretty much down the middle. He hasn't been working the sides too much.
Well, he's obviously very confident in throwing into where all the traffic is. He's guaranteed to stop.
Second down, 3 yards to go. They couldn't connect on this one. Incomplete.
Marshall Falk looked like he was all over Galvin, but it just got away somehow. A tough incompletion.
Peter, even though he's a back versus a wideout, it's still rare to see him drop them.
Young left hand side, and back, he's got great hands.
Winston goes in motion. Throws a heater right sideline, and it's on. Incomplete.
Here's the deflection.
Lantana lines up the punt after the 3 down. Lantana takes the snap and pummels this one deep. Brown takes it at the 27.
Didn't get phased by that man. But he read the steal there and managed to minimize it with a solid runback.
The Patriots get their offense on the field and will start this drive at the 33-yard line. Green throws a bullet to the top, and
Again, it's single coverage there. He's able to get by for the reception. That's how you draw it up.
Not much there. It'll be second down.
I'll take what you can get, Dan, but they were, hoping for more.
Second and 7. Taken. 35 yards.
Watch how he reacts to getting the ball passed. Nice. That's how you make an INT, baby.
That's their second interception of the game. The stingy is appearing to be the model for the defense.
Maybe that'll give me the ball.
The Rams have a short field and will start this drive at the 41-yard line.
Both goes in motion.
Loses one on the play, and that brings up second down.
Teddy Bruschi targeted the ball carrier early and didn't even let him get back to the line of scrimmage.
That's his second tackle so far.
Oh, look at those men. That's how they get it done on the ground.
It's intercepted. One man to beat, no one in front of him. The 34.
Rodney Harrison has a monster play for the team. He picks off the ball here and then takes it downfield for a huge gain. Man, you cannot coach that.
Boy, that was a heads-up play to come away with his first interception of the game.
Yeah, you gotta love D like that.
The Patriots were intercepted last time out. We'll see what happens here. We'll start at the 34-yard line. Between the left and the can't connect. Incomplete. With the deflection.
Second and 10.
He's got the first down and a whole lot more.
Tom Brady goes right past the coverage and into his receiver's hands. Nice throw.
Nice pass, Peter, and he's really lining up the stat sheet.
Oh, you got it. So far, he's got 163 yards and one touchdown.
First down with the tight end line. Receptions made at the 7, and he stopped right there.
Joe Dillon almost bobbled that one away, but recovers and keeps the football way to stay focused.
He reels in another one today. Wonder what they put in his oatmeal this morning.
Probably the passing playbook, I'm sure.
Choose up about 4 on the play.
Make a save, dropping the ball carrier before he could get to the markers.
They don't allow them to convert, but they did allow them to get very close.
Let's see if they can come up with another big stop.
Brady throws a bullet to the flat. 2, and he's in for the touchdown.
This coach did a great job of seeing the ball
your hands and pick up those critical 3 yards.
They take the lead on that touchdown kick, and they have to be happy with their performance on that drive.
Yeah, great calls and great execution.
There's the extra point, and it's good. The ref gets the signal, and we're set. Terry brings up beauty here. Looker decides to take it out of the end zone. The 19. Some interesting information up on the screen.
Oh, you bet. Look at how many times they had to punt it away. Gotta put a few longer drives together. Getting the end zone. Dane Looker took it out of the end zone, and while it may have been a little risky, he gets out close to the 20, so it all comes down to blocking this one.
The Rams offense comes out and finds themselves losing for the first time in the game. This drive will start at their own 19-yard line. Holt goes in motion. Heads upfield to 23. Second down, tight end to the left. Flankers it out left side, and it is not reeled in. Incomplete.
As the intended Vulpix always got to spread the ball around, as you can see by this passing play. He put the ball into his receiver's hands, and it piled up 130 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Coleman takes a play on this and forces the incompletion. It'll be fourth down.
Roosevelt Colvin swatted that one away cleanly. The receiver didn't have a prayer in that.
You know, as a team, they are batting down passes left and right. That is their 6th so far.
Well, great anticipation of the pass.
Landetta lines up for the punt. Landetta takes the snap and punts it away. Brown fields the deep the 46.
Brown prepared for a few there, but after that gigantic punt, it was like hearing a single page out of War and Peace. It doesn't make much of a dent.
The Patriots will start a drive with the lead for the first time in this game. They'll begin at the 46-yard line. To 39.
Travis Fisher intercepts the football.
Let's take another look. That is a stellar effort on the part of the D. He's got his own all locked up tight. He knows how the play is going to go down.
And that gives him the chance to step in and make the play himself. You can't coach that.
That's their 3rd interception of the game. And Peter, the D is honing in on a passing game. Tough play. I love it. The Rams haven't gotten much out of their offense recently, and we'll see if they can get back on track here. This drive begins at their 39-yard line. First in motion. To the front, and the catch is made for a gain of a couple.
49. Gets one guy on him and makes the most of it. And his school that guy so bad, I can smell the chalk dust.
Not there. It'll be